Going on, everyone? Cold Case Project back again today. And today we're going to go over a missing person case in the city of South Elgin, which is right next to a city called named Elgin that I lived in for a number of years in my 20s. That said, as well, too, when you hear the girl was 17 years old at the time of her disappearance. When you hear about this type of incident happening in an area that you've driven through a number of times, and not to mention her mother, Fiona, was actually, I actually used to hang out with her sister in my early 20s, and I met her a number of times. Really cool, and you don't like hearing about this type of stuff happening to people you don't care for in general. But when you hear about this happening to people that you've met and you know they're just good, they're just good people, it's definitely just very bothering. And ever since the day I heard this, definitely was I joined the Facebook group. By the way, I'm going to be linking down below to the Facebook group, so you can show your support as well too if you would like. The her mother runs the page, and definitely if you want to show your support, by all means, go right on ahead. I've included this video in a prior collection, I believe, and like I said, when you hear about something like this to a teenager in the area you grew up in, you're just kind of like, wow, like in this area, like I have so many memories in the cities of Streamwood, Bartlett, Elgin, just growing up, and I remember being around here. So that said, I'm just going to run. I'm going to the website, the Charlie Project, and I want to run through the case details and just share them with you and just give you the rundown of what happened now. Now, all that said, Kianna Galvin went missing on May the 6th of 2016. She is biracial. Her mom's white, father's black. Height is 5'4" to 5'6", 125 to 150 pounds. She was last seen wearing a black tank top with black yoga pants with studs on the outside, and size 9 zebra print Nike flip-flops, a silver stud in her nose, a gold and pink navel ring, and brown sunglasses. Now, as we go through the distinguishing characteristics, it says, like I said already, biracial with brown hair and hazel eyes. She has a tattoo of a heart, a pulse line, and cross on her left wrist. She also has a tattoo of 3 words in script running up her forearm. So, the details of the disappearance. Kianna was last seen in South Elgin, Illinois on May the 6th, 2016. At 12:30 p.m., she told a family member she was going to walk to Jim Hansen Park and would return in a few hours. She never returned and has never been heard from again. Although many agencies classify Kianna as a runaway, investigators don't believe she left on her own accord. She never ran away from home before, and none of her friends or family members have heard from her since she disappeared. She also left behind her wallet, purse, and cell phone charger, and she has no car, bank account, or credit cards. Her cellular phone hasn't been used since 2 p.m. the day she went missing. Kianna had been on juvenile probation prior to her disappearance. Her probationary period had recently ended. She'd attended South Elgin High School and then Auburn High School in Rockford, Illinois. She was working on getting a GED. She was thinking about attending an art and design school in Atlanta, Georgia. She wasn't dating anyone at the time of her disappearance. She recently broke up with her ex-boyfriend, but he's been ruled out as a suspect in her case. The day before her disappearance, Kianna was fired from her job, but she seemed cheerful when she was last seen. Authorities stated that instead of going to the park on the day she disappeared, Kianna went to visit a man who lived in the basement of a residence on Revere Road. She'd arranged to meet the man to get some marijuana. The man was questioned by police and said she never went inside the house and that she left at 12:45 while texting another man. But Kianna's cell phone records show there were no texts between 12:35 when she texted the Revere Road man to say she was on her way to his house and 1:10 p.m. when her phone was disconnected from the cellular network. Authorities believe its battery was removed or the phone was completely destroyed. The man's next door neighbor contradicted his statement, saying he saw Kianna go inside the house. The same neighbor found blood on his garbage lid on May the 12th, 6 days after Kianna's disappearance. The blood was later confirmed to be Kianna's. The man Kianna visited on the day of her disappearance was later convicted of assaulting a woman and sentenced to 15 years in prison. He has not been named a suspect in her disappearance, but he is a person of interest, and the police searched his residence in November of 2016. What, if anything, was recovered has not been released to the public. Foul play is suspected in Kianna's disappearance. Authorities believe she was murdered shortly after she disappeared. Her disappearance remains unsolved. Like I said, if you click down in the link below, you will see the Kianna Facebook page run by her mother, Fiona, who is in the center here. And yet again, man, just such a sad, just such a sad instance to happen. I mean, like I said, I came across this case through Facebook, actually. It was posted by an acquaintance of mine, and I was like, holy crap. Like, it's a good area. A lot of great people live around there, but just so sad to hear this happening into such a young girl with this so much to live for. I mean, but like I said, please go down below, show support. You see this video, share it, let it be known. There are too many young girls in the same exact boat that go missing every single day. There's not enough people covering them. There's not enough channels featuring their videos. There's not enough exposure. And if there's one thing I can do is take a case that's just on Facebook with a few thousand people following it, at least put a couple, hopefully put a few more people in that column that can just share it, get this case out there. I don't know if there's a GoFundMe for for Kianna anymore, but if there is, I definitely would have shared that as well too. I looked on the Charlie Project very often. If in these types of cases, they'll share that information as well too, but I wasn't able to find anything. But please go down below, show your support. Thanks for tuning in. You like this content? Throw me a like, throw me a subscribe, throw me a comment down below. I'll talk to you next time.